And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Howdy folks, Flick 'em Up from Pretzel Games is definitely one of my favorite games of the year. A dexterity game in which you are shooting with cowboys and flicking things all over the table. Really fun. Go watch my review about it because it's really great. Now I'm taking a look at the expansion for this Flick 'em Up Stallion Canyon expansion. This is an expansion. It actually comes with a bag if you like to keep your expansion stuff in a bag, but everything for me fits into the main box, so there's no problem there. This adds horses. A few other things, but mostly horses. Horses, huzzah! I'm very excited about it. As soon as they showed it to me, as soon as they showed me what the expansion looked like, I was on board. Let me show you now. So first we have a new scenario book that comes in here. There are several practice scenarios so you can get used to the new mechanisms. And then there are a few, full-blown scenarios that include the horses, which is the main feature of this set. So without further ado, let's take a look. Here are the horses, all right? Now these horses, at first, in many scenarios, will be wild. And when horses are wild, each turn they basically move the full length of a horse ahead. Okay, and if they hit something, that gets in their way, they turn around and keep going. So you're going to try to catch those. For that, you're going to need a lasso special ability. And with the lasso special ability, you'll use this lasso piece from your cowboy, and you will flick it, and you need to get it around one of their legs, or partially around one of their legs. So, of course, the farther you are away, the harder it's going to be. Or if you're someone like me, obviously you can't lasso a horse to save your life. Once you've lassoed the horse, you can put a bridle on it to show that it's yours. These are like little rubber bands. These are okay. They're kind of a pain to work with, but they're stretchy and they don't break as far as I can tell. They're that same material as the unbreakable rubber band type thing. So now he's a tamed horse. Now to get on the horse, you simply need to use a move token and get it through the legs. Once it happens, you get on the horse with your dude, and you can ride around town, yee-haw. And so you're riding around doing different things as you're riding the horse. If you want to get off the horse, pretty simple. You just put on one side and go through the legs. I mean, that could mess up, but you want to ride the horse, though, because when you move, you can flick the disc twice. So you can see a horse is going to move much faster and with better precision than a human is. Now, when you're trying to catch a horse, remember I said you need to lasso it. If you're within one horse length of the horse, like here, well, that's easy to lasso, the horse then will stand up on its hind legs like this, which makes it actually a lot harder to catch. I mean, if you're pretty close, you'll still probably catch it anyway. It's just a cool function that they can go up in the air like that. Now, shooting a guy on a horse, that's where you're going to run into maybe a problem. So when I'm shooting a guy with a horse, you get to use this ramp here. So let's say I'm shooting at this guy here with the ramp, and I shoot the bullet up. I missed. Not a very good shot. Okay, not good at all. Come on now. All right, well, if someone here was, shot him off his horse. And so that's what you use when you're shooting at somebody on a horse. You use the ramp to go after them. So that's involved there. The game also comes with some more buildings. A stable. Look, the horse can get through the stable. A hideout. These are used for more scenarios. Comes with a couple extra guys. Also comes with these big canyon pieces. Now a cannon, there's two of them, because sometimes you need to go through a cannon. So basically, you got to flick all the way through, and if you don't, you're stuck in the cannon for a round. You can also put one cannon on one table and one on another table, which lets you go from one table to the other. You have to go through the cannon, so you can go back and forth and play bigger scenarios. And in the game, this set also comes with more tokens and things to show lassos and horses and things like that, and a couple more special character cowboys and stuff, and that's what's in this expansion. Okay, this isn't earth-shaking or anything, this expansion, but it's fun. I really like the horses. Being able to flick twice and move horses around quickly. The lassoing is hard. I mean, again, I'm obviously still a very bad player of this game, but I like the flicking the lassos. I like the shooting. You can even use the shotgun when you shoot up the ramp. I love trying to shoot someone off a horse because when you do, it is amazing. It's fun to try to shoot someone on a horse. And it is a little harder, right? And that makes sense because someone riding a horse would be harder to shoot off the horse. And there's more scenarios and stuff, and you can make up any scenario you want, really, like in this game, but it's just an enjoyable feast. Now, the two-table thing, I don't really care about that. I mean, that's cool that you can do that, and the canyons are great, giant pieces that add some more flavor. I mean, now you got cacti and the hay bales from the original one. Now you got canyons and the hideout and horses and the whole thing, just so Western. And yet, it doesn't add a lot of complexity. So for me, this expansion is a must-have expansion. It really is, because I love the original game so much that I would have liked this expansion no matter what. But the horses really are a lot of fun. And so you'll be playing and you're shooting the other guy, and at the same time you're like, well, we should go get a horse, because if we have a horse, more maneuverability, harder to hit us. I like that kind. It adds just a little bit more, but it also adds another level of flavor to the game. So yeehaw! Great expansion. Dice Tower Judgment into my collection.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!
There.